Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here, as normal, doing a recap of last night and to look ahead to today's games for Friday, January 20th. As normal, hope all you guys had a very good night. Over here, we had a very good night. Anthony and I did. Went 3 for 3 on our premium lineup. So, as I said, a very good night. Hopefully, you guys had a good one as well. Anyway, do a recap last night and look ahead to today's really good. Uh, 9 game slate. Really looking forward to it. Going to be a lot of good games here to look at. So, anyway, our best one was a 317. Next one, 306. And then a 301. So, yeah, as I said, they all cashed. Did very well. So, anyway, we'll do a recap on the 317 one. All right, so this was my lineup. I went with Eric Bledsoe, got you 46. I like this matchup here against Cleveland. It looks like they were getting blown out for a while. They made it a closer game in the third and fourth quarter. Good night from Bledsoe with 46. I thought D Rose would do a little better. Unfortunately, Porzingis decided he wanted to play, so that hurt D Rose usage just a little bit. Still half decent, 28. Thought he'd do a little bit more with that game, 113 to 110. Scored 20 points, just didn't do anything else in the assist or rebound category. So, 28, that's okay. Next was Booker, had to have him in there, got you 37.4. Next was Redick, kind of a down night for him. I told you I was a little iffy on him against going to Levine. Didn't have enough money for Beal, so I had to go Redick here, got you 16.9. Next was Super Kawhi Leonard, 51 from him. Really, really good night from him. He was a little bit cheaper than LeBron and did almost about the same. So, very good night for Kawhi. Also, with Parker and Gasol being out, that obviously helped. All right, next was Carmelo Anthony. Don't know what happened to him here in that second quarter. Just went off. Very, very, very good for Carmelo. Got 50 fantasy points. Haven't seen that from Carmelo in a long time. So very good night from him. Next was Markieff Morris. Told you guys I liked him. Got you 28.2. Next was Kenneth Faried. I picked him because Gallinari and Chandler was going to be out, so I thought his usage would have to go up a little bit. And he got you 15. I know it was a hard matchup, but he was low owned for the most part. And, if he got me 25, that would have been fine. But down night for Faried. And next was Tyson Chandler. Didn't know if he was going to play. He did play, obviously, and got you 43.7. A really good night from Chandler. So overall, a really good lineup. Very solid picks. So as I said, we went 3 for 3 on our premium. So very good night for us. So yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in premium lineups, definitely let Anthony and I know. It's $30 per month, 2 to 4 lineups per day, depending on the slate. So if you're interested in that, we have our email in the comment section. All you guys just have to do is just email us. We'll get you all set up on that. Definitely hit us up if you guys are struggling. Alrighty, well, with that being said, let's get into this really good 9-game slate. I'm really into this one. So a lot of good matchups. All right, moving on to our first game. We got Milwaukee and Orlando, 210 total in Milwaukee by 3. So this is going to be a good one if you want some cheap guys for that Golden State-Houston game. All right, starting off at point guard, if you want to go Peyton, I don't mind him. He's $6,000 though. Meeks and Fournier are going to be out, so his usage is going to be huge. Really don't mind some DJ Augustine, though. He's bare minimum, and if he's going to get you at least 30, 35 minutes, he should produce around 20 to 24 fantasy points. They're going to need him. They're really short, obviously, on their shooting guard position. So Augustine, they're going to need him on the court. Probably going to go pretty small. So look for Augustine. Hopefully get you 20, 23. Obviously, it's not a good pick, but if this guy's going to get minutes, usage rate will go up a little bit. But if he's on the court for $3,500, and if you can get me, like I said, 20 to 23, 24, I'll take that any day. If you want to play Giannis, put him in there. He's at $11,000 though. If you can get him in there, get him in there. Only a GPP for me because he won't be well owned. So still pretty good option there. A lot of stuff going on here in the shooting guard position. Mario Hezonja should get some extra minutes with Meeks and Fournier out. Fournier's still game time decision, but I think he should be out. CJ Wilcox might get some extra minutes, but not too high on them. So Mario and Augustine will probably be the guys that are getting the most most usage there. Aaron Gordon, I really like him. When Fournier is out, his fantasy points go up from around 28 on the average to around 34 fantasy points when Fournier is out. So obviously his usage goes up. So Aaron Gordon, I really like him tonight. Milwaukee is the second worst team against small forwards, and Gordon, he's been playing a little better here. So I really like some Aaron Gordon. 210 total, close game. They're going to need him here. All right, moving on. Don't mind Jabari, but not my favorite play here against a pretty good defender in Serge Ibaka. I do like Serge Ibaka, though. As normal, Milwaukee not too good against power forwards. I don't know if I can get Ibaka in there. He's a good spot, but with my strategy, I don't know if I can get him in there. But if you can get him in there, I really like Ibaka. Should get you around 30 to 34. Not the huge upside we're looking for, but definitely a cash game option for you. And then Nikola Vukovic, he's been struggling a little bit, 25 and 27. You think he'd be doing a little better with that usage rate. Maybe take a shot with him. Milwaukee, as we know, not good against those centers. Same as Aaron Gordon. His point production definitely goes up by around 4 or 5 points when Fournier is out. So don't mind him in a GPP. But like I said, he's been doing bad, though, the last couple games. But like I said, usage going up and a good matchup against Milwaukee. So if you want to take a shot in a close high total, I don't mind it. He will definitely be really low owned if you do go that way. So, all right. So recap of this one. I like Augustine in a GPP. Mario Hezonja as well. Depends on who's going to start at that shooting guard position. We have to see who starts there. Aaron Gordon, a really good play for me. I don't mind some Ibaka, then maybe some Vukovic in this one. So really like that game. Maybe 1 or 2 from that one, and then probably move on. All right, another good one. Got Portland and Philadelphia. 209 total in Portland by 1. This is weird to say that, but Philly's been playing some pretty good basketball here recently. And Portland has not. So this should be a good one. I do think Philly could pull this one out. Let me see here. You got D. Lil. I don't mind some D. Lil in this one. If you don't want to go Curry, he's not all the way back there yet. And CJ McConnell will be on him. So I think around 38, 39 for Lillard. Not a bad option, but not the best option. Like I said, if McConnell was out and Rodriguez was against him, then yes, I would do it. McConnell, not a bad option either. Like I said, should be a very good close game. So maybe 25 from him. CJ McConnell sitting in a pretty good spot, $8,100. Should be very well owned as well. I picked him, I think, last time they played against Charlotte. I know they got wiped out, but he was only like 2% owned. It got you 27. So he's been off and on, but probably not the best pick here, but still, an all right option there. Don't know what's going on with Evan Turner. I saw some news that he might be out. Let's see here, but it looks like he's going to play. Probably not going to be touching any of these small forwards here. Maybe some Covington in the GPP. Not my favorite play. Urson going up against Al-Farouq Aminu. I like Al-Farouq Aminu, though. Against Urson, I think he should do a half-decent matchup here. Probably get you around 24, 25. If you have the money, just go up to Ibaka. And then centers, you have to have Joel Embiid in there. If you can afford him, probably the number 1 center on the night. He'll be very popular, but he can easily get you, as we know, 35 to 40. So love Embiid. So not too in love with this game. High total. So for me, Joel Embiid, I'm probably going to be taking maybe some McConnell if you want to go that way. Maybe some Covington in a GPP. Besides that, McConnell and Lillard, I don't really think they have the huge upside here. I still think they'll do half decent, but not that huge upside that we're looking for here on a night like tonight. All right, moving on. We've got Toronto and Charlotte. 214 total, and the spread is at even, so this should be a very good one. Got some game time decisions with DeMar. You don't know what's going on there. Lamb's going to be out as well. So anyway, we've got Kyle Lowry. You got Mr. Kemba Walker. Really like both of these guys. I would probably give my edge to Lowry, but I don't mind Walker either. I really don't mind if you want to go Lowry and Walker in the same lineup. I think they should do very well. But if you had to pick, I'd definitely pick Lowry. Batum, DeRozan, I'd pick Batum here. DeRozan's, not a bad defender, but Batum always has that triple-double upside here. As I said, it's going to be a good high-scoring game. Get you a 35-36, I'll take that for Batum. I really like that price tag. If he goes any higher and he's only getting you a 35-36, probably pass. But I like that there. Not too high on DeRozan, even though he is a pretty good option here. Depending on, I don't know what's going on with DeMarre Carroll here. Hopefully he's out. That definitely help out a little bit. Suffered a neck injury, so if Carroll's out again, which I kind of hope he is, Terrence Ross is almost a must start. And on the flip side, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, I actually don't mind him if Ross is out. I mean, Ross is in. With Jeremy Lamb out, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist gets some extra minutes as well. He goes from like 28 minutes to around 32, 33, so that, extra 4 or 5 minutes of fantasy time. So I don't mind Michael Kidd-Gilchrist in the GPP, only if Carroll is out. Don't know what's going on with Patrick Patterson, Lucas Nogueira. Don't know what's going on there. But if those guys are out for some reason, maybe just put in some Jared Solinger. I don't think you should. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know what his minutes are going to be like. 14 minutes. Pretty good in his production, but I think it's going to be at least a week or two until he gets to his full, not even full, maybe 25 minutes. So he's untouchable. Not too high in Marvin Williams here. Don't mind some Giannis Valanciunas or Cody Zeller, but not my favorite options out there. So for me, Lowry and Walker, obviously. Really like some Batum. And then don't mind some Michael Kidd-Gilchrist if Carroll's out, and then some Terrence Ross. So maybe 1, maybe 2 from this one, but not my favorite option. Even though that total is high, maybe some different news comes out. We'll see. But for now, maybe 1 or 2 from that one. All right, moving on. We've got Chicago and Atlanta, 203 total, and Atlanta by 5. All right, where are we at? All right, so we don't know what's going on with that point guard position here. Rondo Williams, I don't really want to be touching that. Dennis Schroeder, a half-decent option, not my favorite option here. Dwayne Wade should have a half-decent game here against Tim Hardaway. Don't mind him. Jimmy Butler's almost 10K, but he's sitting in a good spot here against Kent Bazemore. If you can afford him, I don't mind him. I wish that total was a little higher, though. But, yeah, he's a good option. Paul Millsap, don't mind him. Don't know what's going on with Mr. Taj Gibson. Let me go see here. Took considered. Okay. So, yeah, it really makes me like Millsap if Gibson's out. Nikola Mirotic cannot guard Millsap at all, but looks like Gibson may play. So I don't mind Millsap, not my favorite, but not my worst play. And Howard, he's been struggling huge. So I really don't care for this one. Butler, Wade, and that's really it for me in this one. I just, that 205 total is not high enough for me. And 203 total. So that's really not a high total. And as I said, you can see here with all these really good matchups and these high totals, don't really want to be targeting that one. Unless maybe the spread changes throughout the day. But for the most part, maybe 1, but not really interesting me. All right, this should be a good, scrappy game. No total here. New Orleans and Brooklyn. Both of these teams are struggling. Very bad defenses. Brooklyn, as we know, like the number 1 worst team at point guard, shooting guard, everywhere. So, this should be a high total. Like I said, both of these teams are very bad. So, Drew Holiday, he's in play if you want to go there. I like him. No Jeremy Lin still. So, yeah, don't mind him. Tyreek Evans should be in a very good spot. He's playing a little bit more minutes, still coming off the bench. But he's very, very productive in his minutes he has been given. As you see there, he's only playing 20, 23 minutes, but he's very productive. So, I don't mind Evans. I don't think he'll be the most popular guy out there. But I really think they're going to use him, and he's going to get you at least 30 to 35. I really like Evans a lot. Rene Hollis Jefferson or Bojan Bogdanovic, one of those guys are going to have a half-decent game here. Jefferson's playing a little bit better ball here recently. You've been watching him, been a little bit more aggressive. As you see, 26 and 31. And I'm not too afraid of that New Orleans defense. As you see, he played him not too long ago, got you 18, but hopefully his minutes are going up. So I don't mind some Hollis Jefferson. Looks like he's getting some more playing time here. As normal, if you can get Davis in there, I say go for it. He should have a very, very good game here. Only bad thing about him is, he's been having those injuries here these last couple games. So and didn't play against Brooklyn. So that's one thing you need to worry about with Davis. He always has those little injury bugs, so definitely watch out for that. Booker, half decent play. Jones, not a bad play either. And then center, Brook Lopez, shouldn't do too bad. I don't know if they're going to have Anthony Davis or not at that center position. Still, Lopez, pretty good spot here. His usage is unreal. So 41, as you see there, only had 29 against New Orleans, so that's the only iffy part there. But still a half decent play. Not my favorite option out there, but still in play for you. So Holiday, I like him. Evans, definitely like him a lot. Maybe Jefferson in a GPP. Davis, you can get him in there. And then probably some Brook Lopez. Maybe one or two lineups, but not going to rely too much on Lopez here. So, one of those things, if you can get Davis, get him in there. If you can get Holiday and Evans, definitely don't mind that. All right, here's the game of the night. Golden State and Houston, a 236 total. Golden State by 5. Oh, my goodness. So it's been a long time since these two played each other, but last time they played, they went into double overtime. So all I say is stack this game. Everyone else is going to. You can get as many people as you can in this one. I'm just going to name everybody. Curry's in play. Obviously, Beverly. He's in a very good spot. Beverly is. Harden, Klay Thompson. Eric Gordon's probably my number one shooting guard of the night. He'll get you at least 30, 35 in this one. Kevin Durant's in play. Ariza, not too bad. Don't mind some Iguodala. Man, this game is just, really, really, really good. Draymond, and then maybe even some Zaza in there too. It's just going to be a good game. Like I said, pick 3 and probably 4 or 5 from this one and move on. There's enough cheap options out there that I've named so far that you can go get some of these guys in there. Beverly, I love him. Love Harden, obviously. Like some Klay Thompson. I'd probably pick Eric Gordon over Thompson, but it's totally up to you. I'd definitely do Harden and Eric Gordon in the same lineup together. Small forwards, as I said, Durant, got to have him in there. Way too cheap for this matchup. So, all I say is just get as many as you can in this one and move on. Going to be a very, very good game. Hopefully, double overtime again. That'd be awesome. So, as many as you can get in that one, I would definitely recommend it. So, all right, moving on, we've got Sacramento, Memphis. From a good game to a lousy game. 200 total and Memphis by 7. So if some of you guys don't know, Sacramento just lost a big key of their team. Rudy Gay is going to be out for the year with that Achilles. So, Sacramento, they're a big mess right now. I don't mind Mike Conley here against Darren Collison as normal. Conley's not the highest owned player, but he's sneaky good every night. Gets you around 35 to 40 every night. I went against Washington, but he's around 35 to 40. So I really don't mind some Conley here against Darren Collison. Not the highest total. That's the only bad thing there. I don't really want to be touching those shooting guards. Matt Barnes, he's going to come into play, but I don't think I could trust him. Don't like Matt Barnes. Zebo, Jermichael Green. See here, they put Cousins at this power forward position last time, and they put Kufis at that center. Tolliver did not start last game. Green had a really good game, though. So maybe Randolph, maybe Green, not my favorite options out there. I don't know what's going on with Anthony Tolliver. Don't really want to be touching that. If you can get Boogie, don't mind him. If you can get Marc Gasol, don't mind him either. I think he should have a good one here. Quiet, same thing as Conley, kind of a quiet kind of guy. But steadily every night almost puts up all those really good numbers. So as you see, 41 his last 2, and taking on probably Costa Kufis. If Cousins is starting at that center, might hurt me on Marc Gasol a little bit. But if it's going to be Cousins power forward and then Kufis center, I would definitely put in some Marc Gasol. So definitely watch that. So for me, maybe some Cousins, maybe some Conley, and then probably some Gasol, and that's probably it from that one. Don't want too much exposure to that game. All right, moving on. We got Utah and Dallas, no total, but it should probably be like a 193 in Utah by like 7. Utah, not many people really realize how good they are. I think they're about 9 or 10 games over 500. They just beat up on Cleveland not too long ago. So Utah is for real. George Hill, I don't mind him going up against D. Will though. Maybe 25, maybe 30 from Hill. Not the best spot for him. Plus he's been dealing with a little ankle injury. So 25, 30 maybe in a cash game. Put him in there. Shooting guard, I don't mind Wesley Matthews in this situation. I picked him last night, and he did pretty good for me. Small forward, let me go see. Hold up. Alex Burke, looks like he's back. I don't think he's playing anything, though. And he's been out for a very, very long time. Let's see what he did here, 15 minutes. Okay. So he's not in play yet, but when he does get healthy, he'll be a very good option. Don't really care for Barnes or Hayward in this one. Kind of cancel each other out on their defense. Power forward. If Joe Ingles starts small shooting guard, I don't mind that. Favors should have a pretty good game here against Dirk Nowitzki as normal. Dirk's not a good defender. Plus, he just rolled his ankle last time he played, so he might be hurting a little bit. So I don't mind Favors. Just waiting for him to get that 35-40 plus that we're used to. So I think around 25, 26 from Favors. Nothing special about it, but get you 25. I really don't mind that. Favors, and then Rudy should straight up eat here against Sal Majer. So yeah, really don't mind some Rudy for the most part. Don't want too many options from this one. Maybe some Rudy. Maybe Favors, and that's really it. Don't want too much from this one. Not going to be a high total and not going to be the game you're going to want to be targeting too much. All right, last but not least, another good one. Indy and LA Lakers, 220 total, Indy by 3. If you can target Indiana, the Golden State, some of that Brooklyn game, and then maybe some of that Milwaukee game, that's probably the 4 games I'm going to be targeting the most. All right, point guards, Jeff Teague, D'Angelo Russell. I really like Teague. If you want to pivot off Curry, I think Teague should get you at least 40 to 43. As we know, Lakers are not good against that point guard position, and I don't think Teague will be too popular. I picked him against Sacramento the other night and got me 47 points at like 10% owned. So, Teague's a very good option. Should be lower owned, as I said, because of that, because of Curry. But still, Teague, if you don't want to pay for Curry, I definitely recommend Jeff Teague. And Lou Williams, Nick Young, don't really want to be touching these guys. Maybe Lou might be a half-decent option here off the bench. Indy not good against shooting guards, so maybe in a GPP. Paul George, price is coming down huge on this guy. I don't know what's going on with Paul George here. Let me see. Yeah, he's been struggling. 25, 28, 35, 31. I don't mind him. The thing about him is he has such a good matchup. He can get you 35-40 easily. So I think maybe in a GPP, maybe put in some George. He's relatively cheap. I think you can put him in there. Power forward, Randall, he's in play for me. I don't mind some Thaddeus Young either. I'd probably pick Young over Mr. Favors if that's who you wanted to go to. But Randall, he's been struggling a little bit, but as normal, Indy can't rebound at all. So I think he can get you at least 30, 34, 35 in this one. As I said, he's just been struggling. But, look for him to rebound. I think his ownership will go down a little bit, but I like it. And then Miles Turner should eat as well here against the Lakers, and probably in my top 3 centers of the night. Let's see here. See how he's been doing. I think he's been doing all right. Yeah, 39, 23. So I don't mind him. As I said, he's an up and down kind of player. Not the most consistent center, but as I said, good matchup here against the Lakers. And if you want to take a shot with Zubac, maybe go that way. He's been playing a little bit extra than normal. Mozgov not playing as much. So maybe if you want to go Zubac, maybe take a shot with him. As I said, last game against Denver had 35.1, so he might have earned himself a little couple more minutes. So if you want to take a shot with Zubac, definitely don't mind him. So I think that mostly does it. A lot of games, a lot of good matchups here. All right, well, try and build your lineup. I don't think I can because I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. Like I said, I'm going to stack that Golden State game. So let's try and get some people out here. Oh, man. See. So let's go Curry. Let's go Augustine. All right, hold up. There we go. Shooting guards. Oof, man. Harden, Gordon. All right. Small forwards got to go very cheap here. All right. Well, like I said, hopefully Carroll's out because I really want to play some Ross, and that would definitely help out that salary. So even though he's been getting pretty big minutes, he hasn't been doing too much. Probably not the best option, but still a half decent option. Man, I need to find somebody here. Let's see here real quick. All right, small fours. Who we got here? Jimmy Butler. Oh yeah, that's so. My bad. Totally forgot about him. Been talking him up. Aaron Gordon. My bad. All right, then I got to go a little because I got to get KD in there. I don't know how in the world I can do that. Don't know what's going on with Zubac's minutes. I kind of take a shot with him if you think he's going to produce. Mentioned a lot of really good, mid to upper centers. Just didn't find too many cheap options. John Henson has a good rating. I didn't really mention him. Maybe I missed something. Check out Henson. It doesn't look like he's been doing much here. Let's see. No, not too much. So, all right, we'll probably won't be able to finish this, but let's just put in Kevin Durant for now. To see 10,500, that gives you 45. Don't really care for too many of these power forwards here. All right, well, like I said, I don't think I can be able to finish. But anyway, for now, let's kind of do that. As you see, you leave $3,500. But I really like some Curry. Like I said, you want a lot of exposure to that one. If you don't want Curry, you don't mind some Lowry. But for me, my pivot, if you don't want to go Curry, my pivot right away is Jeff Teague. He's my second option. Shooting guard, Augustine's in there. Like I said, his usage is gonna go up. But if you don't want to go that cheap, get some of that exposure to that Patrick Beverly. I think he should, be in a good spot here. And then shooting guards, as I said, Harden, Klay Thompson for me, and then some Eric Gordon are my top options. Tyreek Evans in a GPP. I really like him, as I told you. Small forwards, Kevin Durant for me, and then probably punt that position away. Maybe go Ariza, Covington. But for me, Aaron Gordon, probably my top option at that small forward position. And then power forward for me, Randall, Ibaka, some Thaddeus Young. That's kind of where I'm looking. Not too many good power forwards out there tonight. So, and then center position, if you think maybe Zubac will get some minutes, maybe put him in there. But that's risky because we don't know what he's going to get with his minutes. Vucevic, half decent play. Miles Turner against the Lakers, a good option. As normal, Joel Embiid if you want to go that way. So a lot of really good options. Not too many cheap centers though. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. As I said, definitely stack that Houston Golden State game. Really looking forward to this slate. Definitely love this slate here so far. So, all right, guys, I think that does it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that video. As normal, hope all you guys had a very good night last night, as we did. If you're struggling on NBA, need some help, definitely let us know. Sign up for our premium lineups, 2 to 4 lineups per day. It's only $30 a month, so if you're interested, we will have our email in the comment section. Message us, and we'll get you all set up on premium. All right, well, I think that does it. Pretty good Friday slate here. Definitely looking forward to it, and also looking forward to Saturday slate. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys on Saturday.